Testing, testing. Greetings, greetings, friends and family. Good evening, everyone. Good night to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. Friends and family, good night to each and every one of you. At times on Wednesdays, I come to Belize City to teach yoga. So this evening is one of those days when I come to the city. Good night, Jarrett, Porphyria, Yearwood, good night. Jose Ruby, Smarta Castillo, Anna Guerra, good night. Yvonne. Friends and family, a pleasant good night to each and every one of you. I want to start off this evening by giving thanks and praises for health and strength. Sometimes it gets difficult to talk about the issues that Yuri Jones, good night. It gets difficult to talk about these issues because a lot of the things that we face are like no-brainer. I just received, well, I wouldn't say I just received, I just watched a clip from Channel 7, the latest update concerning Bodna. So I'll touch on that a little bit. I talked about in my video earlier today that I posted as I was preparing for this live. I listed some topics that I want to talk about. I didn't list all of them. I might not be able to talk about all of them this evening, but I'll do my best to cover as much as I can. First thing first, again, I got to give thanks and praises to the Most High for being here. I got to thank each and every one of you for joining. I want to start by reflecting for a moment. I want to ask each and every one of you, why do we do the things that we do? Sometimes I question myself, why do I keep doing the things that I do? For example, in speaking truth to power. Why do we do the things that we do? Why do I speak truth to power, knowing well that I live in an unsafe country? That any one of these ministers who can afford to pay somebody where they stray away when they have a good life to commit crimes on their behalf. Why do we keep doing the things that we do? There are some of us, I find that they have different type of people, and this is no news to a lot of you. We have different type of people at Belize. We have those who just wake up, go to work, do the normal, usual day-to-day activity. They go back home not caring about what's happening in their country, not what's happening in their community. Then we have a group of people who pay attention to the things that happen in the country, right? They pay attention to what's happening politically. And I'm sharing this because I spoke with a friend earlier today. This is a friend and a mentor. somebody that I look up to. I asked this brother a question, and the individual responded. He said, well, you know what, Cyril Uruwei, I can't support your position at this moment because you are too political. And I retorted. I said to the brother, I said, brethren, everything is political. And the brother shared his sentiments with me. He said, I can't join you on this thing, this XYZ, whatever it is. And I give the details of what we were talking about because you're too political. And I thought to myself, most of us, right? Take, for example, you right now, wherever you are, at home, in your living room, you're watch on the street, you're up your phone. Each and every one of us want something. Some of us will be informed and educated about most of the things that we can acquire at a very late age, right? Depending on the culture in our homes, depending on the culture in our communities. We somehow tend to catch on late. But this friend was telling me he can't support me in this thing because I am too political. And I always appreciate this brother because he is forthright. He always speaks the truth. I could always depend on him, someone I could go to and say, hey, what do you think about this? This is what I'm doing. And they will give me wise advice. I'm sharing this story with you guys because some of us choose not to address some of the issues happening around us for several reasons. One, because we think, affect we. That's not a problem, that's not a business. For example, this Bodna case. Some of us think that it's not a problem, it's not affecting us directly, so we don't have to touch it, we don't have to mess with it. Some of us believe when it comes to politics, the PUDP parties, that they will do what they want to do anyhow. So why budge? Why bother? So we just keep on with our day-to-day, and we don't really care much about what happened, right? Now, I want to say to each and every one of you, complacency is what got us where we are at. Complacency is what got us where we are at. Just before I go deep into our topics for today, we're going to talk about the updates on Bodna. I want to share a little bit on what my experience briefly with Louis Wade, because I know I stay for not long. I know I give Louis a lot of time. I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he matters. I don't think he matters. So I won't spend a lot of time on Louis. But as I am putting these files together, before I get into the meat of today, a brother, I want to big up Mr. Eric Castillo, who approached me a week ago, and he said, Uruwei, as much as we call out these people, as much as we tell them how we feel, sometimes we have to big them up when they do good too, right? So Mr. Eric Castillo had requested for the public workers to clean up a street where his farm is at. And I am pleased, he was pleased to inform me that they came and they did their thing. So this is how the street looked before they did what they went to do. I wonder if I show it. Okay, this is the before. Right? So I want to big up the public workers who took care of this road for Mr. Eric Castillo. Mr. Eric Castillo, maximum respect to you, my brother. You are the ones who stay connected with updates that's happening in our country around Dangriga. This is, I don't know the name of this area, but this is past Bowen and Bowen, past the Belikin Bowen distributors. This is past Caribbean tires. Almost like you're going to a farm. This road is pretty much clean. I'll try pull up the other footage to show you guys what it looks like after. I might come back to that after I comment on these topics. Right? So, friends, families, I want to talk about several things. And let me pull up my topics here. First, let's talk about I want to talk about how careless our leaders are. I want to talk about how brave, how confident our leaders are. I will talk about how brave the Briceno administration is. I just saw a clip from Channel 7 newscast of the Budna's update, and I will play that as well in just a bit. When you have leaders who they kidnap people, and carrying it to a different country, not only to a different country, but in this case, the Budna case, take them to a country that is claiming Belize. Guatemala is claiming Belize, has been claiming Belize. You will kidnap a citizen of Belize and hand him over to the Guatemalan resident, to the Guatemalan prison. Why would you do such a thing? Now, I want to play this footage from Channel 7 to kind of put things into context if you guys haven't seen it, just so we're all on the same page. Because this thing is serious. This story is serious. And then we'll get into the topic, the different topics that I listed earlier today. We are in a country where we are not protected. And if this doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. If this doesn't scare you, I do not know what will scare you for our government to be doing this type of thing, performing these criminal activities. So make we take a look at this video from Channel 7 News, and then I will comment on this. Pay attention to this, folks.
His request.
Very painful. My head, my ribs, my feet, my hands, my back, my belly, even my face. I was beaten badly by members of the Belize Police Department personnel. As you all know, I was kidnapped by these persons who are members of the Belize Police Department, who acted upon instruction from their higher boss, such as the compel of the Belize Police Department. As I heard, one of the men in the vehicle said, "Compel, we have the man." I was knocked out, not before shouting to get the attention of people who might be passing the area, who captured a little bit of the momentum. The police stepped out, and when the police officer stepped out, the police officer said, They are police officers and they are acting upon a commission. And the police leave them. They doctored me and put me inside sky blue SUV Equinox Chevy, heavily tinted, and drove off with me.
And Budna also recounted an important event 3 hours later when they crossed the Arenal border.
Police officer flashed inside the vehicle and observed me. That's when the driver got out and had a slight argument with the police officer who discovered these people.
You know, brothers and sisters, you know, this thing troubled me so much. I want to talk to some of you. Let's put things into perspective. Let's put things into perspective. This man was kidnapped. You know where I find mind-boggling? We heard of this man's crime. We heard of his crime as a pedophile. We know, based on what we read, based on what we saw on TV, we know that this man is a troublemaker. Let's call him that. He's always getting into some type of run-in with the law. We know about his crimes. I'm asking each and every one of you today, right now, tuned into this live. Let's put things into perspective. We know how we feel about pedophiles. I won't pretend. I said this last episode. I said, if the likes of Budna, if any man, anybody would try to touch my child in a way that is beyond his or her consent, I would want to take matters in my own hands. I would want to take matters in my own hands. I would want to take matters in my own hands. If anybody touched my child in such a way. So let's make it clear. Let's really be smart. Let's be intelligent about this. I am in no way, shape, or form interested in protecting, defending Joseph Budna. I am interested in speaking truth. I am interested in standing up for justice, for human rights. This government, the leaders, the people we call government folks, you all have to be really careful and serious about what you're talking about, especially those of you who try to give a nonchalant attitude because of the person involved. Because it is Joseph Budna that was kidnapped, and you know Joseph Budna's past, his history, you will say, make the carrier slack up, kill him, make him rotten back at prison, let her dig allow. Whatever you guys do with him, I am here to tell you, this is a very bad way to think and to behave. For Joseph Budna to have been kidnapped, you saw the video footage. This man was kidnapped by police. He was abducted by police officers. I just say, go, I'm giving you guys information that you already know, but I want take the time on this, and then we're going into the most recent information. This man was abducted. Not forget it, but put the past aside. It takes no less than 3 hours. You mean to tell me from the time they abduct this man, when they had eyewitness, somebody who witnessed this man being abducted, tell them to stand down. No checkpoint. Pass all the checkpoint, pass the arenal border. Nobody saw anything, nobody stopped them, nobody did anything. This had to have been a call that was made by someone very, very high up. If we have ministers, if the commissioner of police, I want to talk about the commissioner for a bit too. If the commissioner of police, which I strongly believe, I am believing based on the evidence, it had to say that the commissioner of police never involved. Because early on, when this thing just bust out, I could have tell that the man may lie for the beginning. The man may lie. To make you conclude, when you just started an investigation, for you to conclude that no police was involved in this crime before the investigation began, before the investigation even get halfway, before you guys even come to a close, you already, Mr. Commissioner of Police, already informing the people of Belize that no police involved. That rate the sort of guilt. Guilty conscience need no accuser. That was guilt. You, Mr. Commissioner of Police, you should resign. Johnny Briceno, you should resign. The Minister of in charge of policing, security, you should resign. All of you should resign. Belizeans are not safe in this country. If they could take a man cross the border, not just Budna, not only Budna it happened to, the Maya brother right now. This government, they take people cross the border, kidnap them, and send them to jail somewhere else. Belize has an agreement with Guatemala. Belize has an agreement with Guatemala. We do have an agreement. There is a way in which this type of thing ought to be conducted, due process. But Johnny Briceno no care about that. Carrie Musa no care about that. Francis Fonseca no care about that. Chris Koye no care about that. Henry Charles Usher no care about that. Louis Zabani no care about that. Ferguson no care about that. All they're doing, they commit the most heinous crimes against the people of Belize. Thief up land. Folks, if you are not afraid, if you are not nervous, if you don't feel insecure in your own country, then you're sleeping. You're sleeping. You're not paying attention. And all of us are responsible. All of us are responsible. Because we are being complacent. I liken complacency to that of dripping water. Let's say you have a pipe. This happened to Lataway before. You have a pipe outside, a faucet outside your house. And this water keep dripping, 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 dripping. And what do? You take a bucket and you put it under the pipe. And it keep dripping, dripping. It full up the bucket. And so you put another bucket. Eventually, the vice grip will use to turn this pipe on and off, wear out the threading for the pipe, that you can't turn it on and off no more, so you just keep pouring. And you decide that you're not going to fix it. Now you are use cloth to tie it up, all kind of things to do to stop this water from dripping. That, my friend, is called complacency. You're leaving it because you think it will fix itself. You're leaving it because you think somebody else will come and fix it. This country is corrupt. For the people to not be secure, your family, your friend, your brother who have run-ins with the law, your family, your friend, your brother who speak truth to power, could at any given point speak truth to power, say something that Johnny Briceno now like, say something that Carrie Musa now like, say something that the commissioner of police now like, that it take, or not much that they will not like, but something that will jeopardize their plans. That all they need from you. That you are you're halting, you're impeding their progress. And they could make any kind of arrangement. Like what we are speculating right now, that they made the arrangement to kidnap Joseph Budna. Beat the man. Somehow don't care about him. Fine. But he was a citizen, he's a citizen of Belize. Free one. You know, they have a lot of things around this Joseph Budna case, right? Let's take a look at this in Guatemala. The crimes. Do we know? Again, I'm not coming to his defense. I'm just speaking on our ignorance. Do we know the crimes that he committed in Guatemala? Do we know if he got a chance to get a fair trial? Do we know if he was telling the truth? Do we know if he was lying? Then he came to Belize. He was free in Belize. Belize and Guatemala have an agreement whereby if a Belizean commit a crime in Guatemala, they have an agreement that that crime could be spent here in Belize. Joseph Budna never in a prison. So it make I think that there is something and Channel and Jules might have to look into this some more. If Joseph Budna was roaming free in Belize, even with all the crimes that he committed, he's a pedophile, he's a fugitive from Guatemala. If he was running free all the while in Belize, and Belize and Guatemala already have an agreement. Jerry Enriquez sent me this. Let me see if I could pull it up. Let's see here. I want to read something to you guys. All right? Because we have to understand the context of Joseph Budna's situation. So here, Belize and Guatemala had an agreement. It says here, Belize City, Tuesday, August 9th, 2016. Back in December 2014, Belize and Guatemala inked 13 agreements on the Placencia Peninsula, including an 18-article agreement governing a future prisoner exchange program which would see nationals of either country, Belize or Guatemala, convicted by the other state party serve their sentences at home. Please understand. Belize and Guatemala had an agreement. They inked 13 agreements in the Placencia Peninsula, including an 18-article agreement governing a future prisoner exchange program. Belize and Guatemala had an arrangement, an agreement. The program, which would see nationals of either country convicted by the other state party serve their sentences at home. So, Belize and Guatemala already had this agreement. So, Budna could have been serving his sentence at home here in Belize. Why wasn't Budna in jail? Why wasn't Budna in jail? If Belize since 2014, I'll put the link in the in this chat, in this live. So if those of you who want to check it out, or go check it out for yourself. Amandala contacted official sources to find out how many Guatemalans are listed at the Belize Central Prison, as well as how many Belizeans are known to be incarcerated in Guatemala. We were advised at the time that there are 70 Guatemalans in prison in Belize, but one Belizean known to be in prison in Guatemala. That Belizean, well known to the media, Joseph Budna at the time. I'm not going to read all of this, but what point am I making? If Belize and Guatemala had an agreement that if a prisoner commits a crime in Guatemala, that prisoner, Belize have the upper hand because he's a Belizean, could serve the remainder of his time, or should serve his time in Belize. Why wasn't Joseph Budna in prison in Belize? Why was he wandering around the way he was wandering around? He was free. He was talking against the corruption that was happening, that's been happening here. But nobody did anything. What did they do instead? They beat up the man, they kidnapped the man right in front of the police station. You know how horrific that is for any human being? Any human being, for that to happen to. Folks, when you put on yourself in a people's shoes, stop the look on this thing that our criminal, we no care about criminals, send their ass to jail, make it burn, make it whatever. Now, I'll digress a bit. You see why it's important to make we choose we leaders carefully. Last week, during my life, last week after my life, Louis Wade started messaging me, telling me about how his attorney called him or reached out to him, and anyway, Louis, let me tell you something, Bedre. And the only reason why I am sharing this is for our brothers and sisters to learn a very important lesson. It's not to press on Lewis, because after this, I don't know Lewis Wade. Lewis Wade done nothing for me. I don't mess with hypocrites. I don't mess with opportunists. Lewis Wade means nothing to me. I share this to make we, Creole, Garifuna, Maya, take heed. I want to share this story with you guys. I did a live with a fellow sister about a month ago. And a Garifuna brother took it upon himself that he was going to criticize me bringing my sister, this sister, on this show, because of this sister's, according to him, her sexual preference. This sister to me is a sister. She's intelligent. She's well capable. And that's what I'm interested in. So, because of that, I asked the brother, what is the solution? Do you have a solution? And instead of this bedroom responded, he went and did another lie. Now, the second lie was to attack me. I could tell you with certainty that there was no reason at all. This brother had absolutely no reason. But why am I sharing this with you? Some of you might be familiar with this story. Why are they sharing? Because when Lewis Wade was done now, he doesn't know his bedroom. He don't know me. When he had to that get the video, the live with this man do about me, I need watch it and send it to my inbox. People, this is what these people do. You see, we have to get we act together. Creole, Garifuna, Mestizo, Maya, all we have to get we act together. Because we go through the same thing. They have their favorite at the top. And the owner, when they try to play this discrimination bullshit, they suffer. All of they suffer in a one. So now Lewis Wade will use this video with this bedroom do and try send it to me to cause me insult or embarrassment. Bedroom, none of that happened. Not that like water off a duck's back. None of that. Whatever is said, you don't bother me at all. Because I don't entertain lies, I don't entertain BS. I put in the work. So, I am sharing this with you guys so you could be aware. Be mindful of how you talk against your brothers and your sisters. Because the same ones where you cuss out and talk about at the top, then are the same one where they look on or they watch and where they watch how you deal with fellow brothers and sisters, and they will use own words against They will use the same ammunition use against brothers and sisters, and that is what will keep us forever stagnant in the same situation that we are in. Now, on this note, I said I have a message for the Christian community, for my Christian brothers and sisters. Some of you, I don't know how committed you are to the Word of God. I don't know how committed you are to your faith, to what you believe in. But if you are a follower of Christ, if you are a follower of Christ, if you are a disciple, the Bible says, you shall feed the hungry, you shall clothe the naked, you should defend the voiceless, defend the weak. What is the Christian community doing to hold these corrupt politicians accountable. Some of you will revere people like Louis Wade, who is a hypocrite. Some of you will revere people like Louis Wade, who is an opportunist. I don't know who he is. He's a pastor, he's a senator. He's nothing more or nothing less, actually, than the scribes and the Pharisees of the Bible. Nothing less than the scribes and the Pharisees who engage and rub shoulders with the people in a government and still want to take care of the congregation, the church. Brethren, I know got nothing else more, nothing much said to you. You need to get your act together. You need to repent. And I am asking the Christian community, you all too need to repent, because you see a lot of things happen in your community and you not only keep quiet, somehow not tolerate it, somehow not feed into it. And you call on yourself Christians, you call on yourself godly. Why the hell you go to church? Why do you go to church? Huh? Just because it's part of the culture, part of the customs and traditions of your community, of the family you grew up in. Why do you go to church? Why bother go to church? We behave in very selfish ways. The things that happen in Belize should not be happening. The things that happen in Belize, all the atrocious crimes, should not be happening. If we as a people would stand up for what is right, stand up for truth and justice, these things would not be happening. But we won't stand up. We won't defend the voiceless. We won't defend those that are weaker than us. But we're going to church and go take Holy Communion. If we're not a Roman Catholic, if we're not a Jehovah's Witness, whatever religion you guys, if that you might practice, you don't think that it is important to fight against corruption. When we allow these people to do as they please, to do as they want with us, we are contributing to the corruption that is happening. I hope you guys pay attention to what the Briceno administration is doing. I hope you are all paying attention to what the Briceno administration is doing. And while I'm at this Briceno thing, remember, on my way to Belize City, I met a young lady. This young lady is studying business. Whenever I get the opportunity to talk to young people, I always ask them about what's happening in our country to see how aware they are. Most of our youths, 18 years old, 20 years old, 24 years old, they don't care about what's happening in this country. They don't care. They are out of touch. Because you, the parents, you don't think that it is important. The only time politics is important to most of you, that during election time. Mayoral election, general election. If there are no election, you don't sit in on a corner and just accept everything, anything where this government do. Please remember, whenever you make a purchase at any store, whenever you pay your water bill, whenever you pay your light bill, something out of whatever money you give to these service providers, you are paying the government, you're giving the government, you're paying taxes. Make a look at the comment real quick and then I'll continue. Ortiz Shilling Jalov. In other countries like Guatemala, has a prison for politicians and ministers who do bad, like what has happened to Budna. Man, but we the people allow too much SH from the government. Most of our ministers would be in jail if it was Guatemala. Something like this should have been happening a long time ago. I agree with you. Franz Crawford, Belizeans have a disease called let it slide. They don't care. The public allow this. France again, people know what they can do. Well, what? Okay, you probably have a typo here, brother. Isolate you and give you hell. All right. Listen. I don't try to mince words. I don't try pretend to be somebody that I am not. But a lot too much is happening in our country and we're just letting things slide. We just let it slide like it don't matter. Like what these people are doing is just okay. Since when? Since when? That kidnapping, abducting a citizen of Belize, sending him across the border to another country, not only another country, but a country that is claiming Belize. Since when that okay? If the Prime Minister know about this, if the Minister of Defense know about this, if the Commissioner of Police know about this and this they happen, what make you think it can happen to you and your family? And then, now, look at all the powers where they don't have. And then they want to amend the Constitution, the 13th Amendment. They want more powers. The 13th Amendment. Talking about the 13th Amendment. Stay with me, folks, because this is important. Now, watch this. They are talking about the 13th Amendment. They're talking about educating the people of Belize, right? But, where is it? I am pulling up this file so I could share it with you guys. They are talking about organizing a consultation at the town hall for Dangriga, I believe, on the 24th of this month. Where is this post? I can't find it. The 24th of this month. If I'm not mistaken, the 24th of this month is on a Wednesday. It's during the week. During the week, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is supposed to be a very important topic. The 13th Amendment. Supposed to be a very important topic. They will set the consultation to be during the week, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please tell me that's our holiday. Please tell me that is on a holiday. Because if that is not on a holiday and you set a consultation for the people of Belize to go and learn, to go and be informed as to what is important to know about the 13th Amendment. How important is this to the government of Belize? If it's that important, why the hell Onowa choose to educate the people of Dangriga during the week, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock? That way they try though. Who organized these events? I say Karim Musa and the Attorney General, whatever your name is, go on TV and preaching this 13th Amendment for the 13th Amendment. If it is so important for people to know, why are you organizing this consultation during the week, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.? Everybody was there at work. You are pay people for when they miss work. You are pay people to make them call in sick that work, for make them say, oh, we're going, you know, that's what you guys should do. You know that's the way I think we should do. Every Dangriga resident who go to work, who work. The 13th Amendment is so important. What you all should do, skip work and go attend the consultation. Because there are no ministers, that the government, right? The one who they run the schools, that they have something important to educate you guys on. They have something very important to inform you guys of. The 13th Amendment. Why you need to know about the 13th Amendment? Why is it important for you to attend this consultation? And because it's so important, they will set it to during the week. That's why me, personally, the people at Dangriga, we are organizing our own consultation, our own meetings, our own events. We will inform the people of Dangriga. We don't need you. You are not trustworthy. Karim Musa, you are not trustworthy. Attorney General, you are not trustworthy. Johnny Briceno, you are not trustworthy. Louis Zabani, you are not trustworthy. All of you, you should be locked up in that same prison with Bodna. But all of you should join him in that prison. All of them. If the 13th Amendment is so important for Belizeans to know about, why UNOA organize a meeting during the week, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. when people are there at work? These are the people we have to lead us. They should know better. They're leading us. They are leading us. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So now that you know what the government is doing, now that you all know what the Briceno administration is doing, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Now that you know that they are kidnapping people, what are you going to do about it? Finally, the surveillance footage, they release the videos of the kidnapping. Sad. Very, very sad. Very, very sad. Now that they release the videos and you guys saw for yourself, what are you going to do about it? What will you do about it?
Emergence of that video means. Jules, first, I want to ask, why is the video so grainy?
Okay, that's an important question, and it's one we need to address. These things are being leaked out against the wishes of the state and the police department. I wish that were not the case, but it is. I have seen the video in full resolution.
So it's intentionally redacted?
It's intentionally redacted.
Okay.
Because this is not supposed to be out there. This is being hidden, deliberately concealed. I try not to be conspiratorial, but it's being deliberately concealed by the police in collusion with the government of Belize. There are 5 or 6 government offices or statutory offices there. Social Security, Treasury, National Bank, Library, Natural Resources, and Banquitas. These are all controlled by the government. All of them have a view of what happened. I call on the government to release these so that we can see in full resolution Joseph Budna being abducted and beaten. So it is grainy because it is intentionally redacted to hide the source, because what we're dealing with here is something that the state and the police wish to conceal from the public, and there is no good reason to conceal it. The people have a right to know. The state has a duty to inform them. So what you have here is grainy and ultra zoomed up.
Right.
I can vouch that I have seen the full resolution video, and it shows the entire abduction.
So
and if you have the video from all the surrounding government offices, the public will see. That's the police officer. If you see the whole thing, he goes over to that cop, that uniformed officer who comes over from the station. He stands up and he tells him, just go back. No criminal on earth can do that in front of a police station. The fact is, the proof, Indira, that it is police is all over that video. It happened in the heart of Orange Walk. No criminal would have chosen to do it there. It happened in the epicenter of Orange Walk, front of the police station, you would see in Creole, right? Mr. Budna, when they started to chase him from Banquitas, he ran towards the court. At that point, he was 50 feet from the police station and he was making noise. The full version has the audio.
Okay.
Again, the state has it.
Clear to see.
Clear to see,
Okay.
indubitable.
Okay.
I vouch my
Okay.
entire profession
So
on
Channel 7 is literally, we're vouching for the authenticity of the video
100%.
and the interpretation of what's happening in it.
8:30
Okay.
p.m. to 8:36 p.m. I can vouch my absolutely for its
Okay.
authenticity and the veracity
Okay.
of what.
You know, I spoke with an attorney friend, and before this video was released, this brother told me, he said, Cyril, my brother, I had to tell you, I see evidence. This thing was state-sponsored. This was state-sponsored. So, I asked the people of Belize, you don't really trust the government? You don't really trust that the government of Belize, these people who promise to serve and protect us, you don't really believe, do you believe that they have our best interest at heart? If you look on the video, the abduction, the kidnapping of Joseph Budna, you don't really believe that they care about, you know? You don't really believe that they give one. You really believe that they care what you think? The only way this will change, it is said that if you want somebody ride your back, just keep bending, and they will ride comfortably. The minute you stand tall and stand straight, nobody will ride you on your back. This government, they have been getting a free ride all along. And you know what that the messed up part about this? We have no opposition. The United Democratic Party is in shambles. I know here no strong voice, no unified voice coming from the United Democratic Party, the UDP. If the government of Belize can do this, you know, I did talk about this and I will continue showing this and I'll do it forever. Just so you all can understand, in case you don't miss it for Channel 7, this is clear that people in the higher ups make this happen. And Unowa Trust, now Dangriga, they are organizing, I'm going to try, I have this thing on my phone, the consultation for Dangriga. I just want to put it on the screen. Hope I can find it. If any one of you know what I am referring to, please send me a link. Send me a link so I could share it on my screen. Because, folks, we have to get serious, man. We got to get serious. If they can do this to a Belizean resident, national, what make you think, what you think they can't do to you? You know, sometimes I run out of words. I honestly run out of words to say. Because all this is a no-brainer. We just accept what this corrupt government does to us. We not argue, we not fight, we not fuss. We just take what they do to we. And Dangriga, worse. Like, I don't know we're wrong with 3 people. I honestly don't know what is wrong with our people. I pull up this video, this file, so I could share with you guys. I honestly don't know. Let me I must have it on my other phone. But since I'm not finding this file, consultation, let me type in consultation Dangriga. Consultation Dangriga. Let's see what will pop up here. You know, what are we going to do about this? Now that we know what this government is capable of doing, some of us, we've been knowing it. What are we going to do about it? Okay, I think I found it. Right here. Let me download this so I could put it up on the screen. Save. Consultation. All right. Here we go. So here we go. Now, the government, why will you trust a government why will you trust a government who kidnaps its own citizen and transfer them over to the Guatemalans who are claiming Belize? Why would you do that? Why would you trust a government that does that? Then, now, this government is organizing a consultation in Dangriga for, here it is, the 24th, I believe. Where is it? 24th of September. Right here, so. They are organizing a consultation for the 24th of September, Wednesday, the 24th. If the 13th Amendment is so important, if the 13th Amendment is so important, why would you schedule it to take place when most people there at work? Why? For what? Why would you do that? You really want people attend? You really want people come and ask questions? That not everybody self-employed. That not everybody have money for, no bother with uno. That not everybody retire who I could just go and sit down. Say uno the cater for people we done there with uno. Uno the cater for people we done die hard PUP. Why would you set a consultation to take place during the week? Nobody going down a consultation. That's why Dangriga, we have to look out for ourselves. Kaya on the lookout for ourselves. Orange Walk, well, Johnny seemed to got to know. And what's his name? Bernard seemed to got to know. We in the South, we need to take care of ourselves. We cannot depend on this government. We can't trust this government to care for us. Because obviously, evidently, they don't care. Now, I want to switch gears a bit. Transportation in Dangriga. This is something where I don't understand. Transportation in Dangriga. There is not enough buses in Dangriga. Our area representative what are we going to do about it? To each and every one of you, I'm asking the question, what are we going to do about it? Sometimes I run out of words to say. Seriously. I appreciate Jerry Enriquez to be fighting for us for redistricting. I appreciate all of those. I appreciate Dickie Bradley to be speaking truth to power. I appreciate what Adri Matura is doing. I appreciate what each and every individual who's fighting for our rights. I appreciate each and every one of these people for fighting for the people of Belize, for the people of Dangriga, because we need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck. This government is tyrannical. This government is abusive. They are tyrants. They are despots. Exactly what our national anthem sing against. No tyrants here linger. Let despots flee. Now, make we talk about transportation for a bit. I rode the bus. I was on the bus today, right? I was on the bus today and something happened. While on my way to Belize City, this happened. Check this out. From the bus terminal, From the bus terminal, we had to, see, I don't like people carry me where I don't know how they go, right? This bus took a different turn. And went to where all the other buses are parked. This bus took a different turn and went to where all the buses are parked. And look what happened. So, without any announcement, they drove the entire busload of people into their garage, the parking area, without any adjustment to switch bus. Right? They switch out. This happened. You know, I don't appreciate if anybody carry me anywhere where I don't know where I dey go. So, Chester Williams, CEO, Louis Abani, Minister of Transportation, please educate the drivers, educate the conductors, educate these people. Uno not just divert, take a different turn and carry people where I don't know Belize dangerous right now. I don't care how many people in the bus, Belize dangerous right now. Don't carry me anywhere where I don't know where I go. You not just take a different route, completely different route, and carry people where you want to go just to make them switch out, a different bus. I know people, Dangriga people, Belize people must be used to that. I know used to it. Not carry me anyway because the bus the malfunction or no need for inform people. Get up, make an announcement in at the bus. Folks, the bus the malfunction, the engine the run hot, we have a flat, whatever it is. We're gonna detour, we're gonna go to the wherever and we're gonna switch buses. We're gonna switch bus. How hard is that? Teach these people. Now, Dangriga have what issue with buses, and I experienced this over a year ago, maybe 2 years now. When you go to the bus stop, you go wait for bus, you get there 6:30, 6 o'clock, no bus come, you hope that half hour time, one will arrive. Half hour time, none no arrive. 1 hour later, none no arrive. Hour and a half, same thing, none no arrive. You have to wait there. Look at the disadvantage. Dangriga people, not go on at Dangriga. No jobs not go on at Dangriga. People have to go all the way to San Pedro, 𝐃𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿, Belize City, Belmopan to find jobs. People have to go all the way to these different parts of Belize to go find jobs. Now, when they finally get to a job, they have to find reliable transportation to get to their job. Not even that. They can't get reliable transportation. So they still can't keep their job. Because they can't be responsible because of the transportation system. How fair is that to Dangriga? Dangriga people, Sarahuma, who need to wake up. I am talking to all of you. We need to come together and wake up. We are giving these people too much powers. Look at the roads that they are paving in Dangriga, from the Jump of the Father all the way to Jetty. Basilo, they claim that his project that. That his project too. Government, they give Basilo money. The road paved from the roundabout, the drums of our father, going all the way to Jetty. Property, the cost of property, the cost of land, gone up. Don't gone up in that area, trust me. Who own most of that stretch there? The Zabanese. From the drums of our father all the way to Jetty. Clean, paved. And for those of you that are here live, just know, I am understanding that they build one new road for the commoners, for people who don't got money, to take. That road the Wagawa, that it's I'm hearing that it's gonna be a gated community. So the paved road that they just paved, going to Jetty, I am understanding, I'm hearing that not everybody will have access to that. But when you look at the road from the roundabout going to the main, Mr. Mayor, you know we're good in our bedroom. We're good. You're always welcoming. And I do plan to sit with you again now that you're back from your vacation. But you know, I will shoot it straight like I always do. You promised me, you told me that the road, the last time we talked, the road was going to be fixed. That more than 2 months ago. From bus terminal, from the roundabout, going toward the main bridge. Before you reach the main bridge, man, the amount of potholes where they're there. These vehicles have to really tiptoe. Sometimes if you drive, you feel like you just want to pick up your vehicle and carry it through the whole day. Dion Serrano, I know Basilo is not the mayor, but we have to understand something, my brother. I know Basilo Zabani is not the mayor. Mariano is the mayor. Robert Mariano. Dion said Debbie Jones is the mayor. Well, Broadway, that not far from the truth. But listen up. I don't want to pick for the mayor and throw stones for the man like that, you know. And while I there for the mayor, I want to talk a little. Yeah, I meet our brethren, right? Because I mentioned something concerning the mayor a while back. And since then, there is a brother who, whenever this man see me per street, this man look at me like like I take this man gal. So I walk up to the man. I had to go and meet him in person. And I said to him, what do you have against me? What is your problem? What do you have against me? I literally went to him and approached him. What do you have against me? He's probably listening tonight. I'm not to try pick fight with nobody. I won't burden you with the details of this conversation. But the man say, well, when you talk about my boss, you have to deal with me. Your boss. Who are your boss? Your boss is my friend. Your boss is my mayor. The difference between me and you, I know 𝐃𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿, well, I don't got no boss. I got one boss, 𝐔𝐕𝐄. Your boss, that my friend. Your boss, that my brother. But still, if your boss, they mess up, I will make your boss know if they mess up. Because that's the only way we are grow. The brother didn't receive that well. We part ways. But my point is this, brethren, Mr. Mayor, I am calling you out because I need you to look into this like yesterday. The street going to Jetty, well paved, that just come and pave that. What happened to the main road? This is ridiculous. This is absurd. What is happening to us? Uno take care of Jetty all the way up, fine. Take care of Jetty, I'm happy. That's a part of Dangriga too. But my goodness, uno not have the amount of traffic to Jetty the way uno have for the main, from the drums of our father all the way up to the main bridge. How long it take for pave the road, the main road? How long, Mr. Mayor? How long, Louis Abani? How long will it take to pave the main street at Dangriga? I got friends who come for the States and like, you know, and I say this again, you know, always start criticizing people who come for States and talk about the mess where they happen at Dangriga. You don't need to listen to the people who come for States. Because we sit here on our behind and we accept all the BS will happen. Everything they throw at us, we accept it. So, our close off for this transportation and this road thing. Because Louis Abani, Bedrin, I wish, let me say something to you, Louis. I know you don't like me. I'm not fond of you neither. I'm not fond of you as a person. Because you're arrogant. Because you're selfish. Because you're a fake. And I'm not saying this in a bitterness. I'm not saying this in a anger. I say it because it's the truth. I am not fond of you as much as you are not fond of me. But I can be professional. I can be diplomatic. And I will continue to be that way. I mentioned this last time. I will reach out to you again. We have problems at Dangriga. I need a response from you as to what you are doing about the bus situation in Dangriga. We need that shit fixed like yesterday. You can't starve our people, not to give them jobs. You close the call center shortly after election, after you win election. Close the call center where you promise 500 jobs. They got Dangriga people, they go look for job outside of Dangriga. Then they can't even get on the bus because they don't got no bus to carry them where they want to go. Like, what you want to do with us? This is how people stay poor. This is how we just stay poor. And you know what happened? That not everybody could be like Cyril Uruwei and speak out. Because you not give me nothing. I tough it out for myself. And I will continue to do my best to speak truth to power and to expose you guys. Because you know ridiculous, you know absurd. I don't respect any of you. Louis Abani, I have no respect for you. I can be professional. I can be diplomatic. I plan to be. But this hurt me. This get me upset because you are sending our brothers and sisters outside of Dangriga to go look for a freaking job and can't provide proper transportation. When you are the Minister of Transportation, I understand that you as the Minister of Transportation is a minister for the entire Belize. But hell, you are our era representative. What is Griga getting? You want to talk about a multi-purpose park? Make we talk about this stupidness. Anyway, sorry. It's probably not completely stupidness. Before I talk about this multi-purpose park, make I go to the comment. I'll go to the comments and then come back to this. Jose Canto, other towns are developing fast. The only town that looks the same for 30 years is Dangriga town. Absolutely. No kind of change, man. There should be priorities. Absolutely. You're right, Broway. You're right, Jose. You are absolutely right. Only Dangriga stagnant. Then the little bit of things, the little bit that they do, they want man clap for them. If you don't clap, you don't clap for them and sing their names, sing praises, they stop do good. And now your money that they spend. So, Louis, make I talk to you for a bit, Brawy. So, let's take a look at this this module for Dangriga. Folks, please pay attention. This here, Dangriga people, this here, I will talk about it, even if I talk about it every week, till you get tired of me, I will say it. This, in case you're not clear enough, you know, this is the peer, okay? That's the peer. Are you with me? Let me get some thumbs up. That is the peer. Thank you very much for that thumbs up. That's the peer. The peer is part of the development. Let's go back to the full view. This is what they say they're giving us. A multi-purpose park. At the top right, let's go to the top right. Top right, left hand, right hand. Let's go to the top right. At the top right is what appears to be a hotel. A hotel, yes, a hotel. Right? That's what I'm hearing. If this is a hotel, we want to know, the people of Dangriga wants to know who is going to own that hotel. Who will own that hotel? If there's going to be a hotel there, I'm assuming that they might likely have a bar, they might likely have a restaurant as well. Please, folks. You see? Somehow we're happy about it. I'm happy about development too. I like development. But we have to be conscientious. We have to be wise about what's happening in our town, in our communities. If it's a development, make sure it's going to benefit all of us. The student at 𝐶𝐸Heart School will be gone are the days that they will have the field to go run around in, to have that wide open field. I wonder where the kids they will play for 𝐶𝐸Heart. If that was the fenced area at 𝐶𝐸Heart, they will have access to do their running around and the, you know, the entertainment when they go for break. So, if they will remodel that pier or rip it apart and build a new one, and I tell people like Daifa, I tell people like all on we gone out, they gone do that good deed. I'm proud of you guys. I'm really, really proud of you because it showed unity. It showed how Dangriga come together and did something great without the politicians. But I'll tell you this, don't boast about that for too long, because while we are paying our taxpayers, our taxpaying dollars, paying millions, we need to hold our leaders accountable. They are the ones. They need to be accountable. If we have a problem with the peer, that for their business we take care of. We have problems with the streets, with the roads, that for their problem for take care of. But what do? Because they give a child wali help for school, give them wali scholarship here and there, just a few are there, you know, a few POP. I had some on POP, big time POP will come to me when they're ready for work with me for my campaign. And you know, they give me inside information about Louis Abane, how he arrogant and how he talk to people and how he feel he know everything. When you give me inside information, my goodness, I tell you no, you know how Dangriga people, even Belize people, we put our finger up our teeth and we do it, and one broke my teeth. I tell you, I do this. 1 week later, I go back to these people, to at least 2 of them, to come back to help me for my campaign. Nowhere to be found. They know they answer me call. They can't see me again. I meet them randomly. We buck up in the same area. Different story they got for sing. They can't do it again because Louis they help them, Louis give them at least something and this, that. My goodness, why? This is the way they happen to the communities. This is the way they happen to Belize City. This is the way they happen to 𝐃𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐿, Cayo, Dangriga, worse. Worse. Folks, to wrap up, this is Dangriga Unmuted. Unmuting the truth, demanding change. Unmuting the truth, demanding change. We talk about this corrupt Briceno administration, how corrupt these people are. You should be afraid. Not think that because Bodnara may a criminal or is a criminal, to make them do what they did to Bodna, man, the people have no heart. Belize need a lot of prayers. They have no heart. And that was instructed from the people at the top. And people like Louis Wade still want to defend me. People like 𝐔𝐚𝐬𝐿, I don't know what 𝐔𝐚𝐬𝐿, they comment for my post. 𝐔𝐚𝐬𝐿, I look up to you, Bedrin. What kind of craziness you they do to try comment for my post? Like, I don't know what to say about somehow, no. As long as POP give you at least something, feed you know, the mouth get full that you can't talk. When the mouth gets so full that you can't talk. When you kumule, that what happen. So, this corrupt government, transportation, Louis Abani, get your act together. Dangriga need better. I would like to hear publicly what you will do for Dangriga in regards to transportation. Louis Abani and Mariano, Robert Mariano, I want to hear publicly what you will do with the streets of Dangriga. Stop the Frixnian Street when they're close to election time. To hell with that. This year, multi-purpose park, you know what they happen here? If I count 10 people where they work at this future multi-purpose park, it is a lot. If I count 10 people where they work on this multi-purpose park, it is a freaking lot. My assumption is this. They take their own time, they put up one least small piece of building at a time. Not get me wrong, work they get done. I'm no contractor, but I'm not stupid neither. This thing could get built faster than how it is. My projection is this. They will take their own sweet time to build a multi-purpose park where Garifuna people, Creole people, Mestizo people can't eat, where you have to spend overtime the work for the children, that you can't go enjoy the multi-purpose park. Don't give me no freaking story about no multi-purpose park. You people are ridiculous. What we want to know, how will we benefit from this multi-purpose park? Who will be responsible for the booths at this multi-purpose park? Who will be responsible to collect for the booths? Is it town council? Is it going to be private? How much will it cost to rent a booth space? How much will it cost to rent a booth space? How much? If there's going to be a restaurant there, who will have the first preference to open that restaurant, to manage that restaurant? I hope it's a Dangriga person. And in a push Garifuna, make it be a well-upstanding Dangriga person. Well responsible Dangriga resident will earn the right from Dangriga. Garifuna, our happy. Creole, our happy. Mestizo Spanish, our happy, as long as our upstanding resident of Dangriga. I hope that not a racist person who discriminate. Please tell us, give us some answers. Who will manage the restaurant out there, if there will be a restaurant. If there's going to be a bar, tourism they come to Dangriga, right? That's the one another thing. They tell with tourism they come to Griga. What the hell Griga have to show? We have to depend on all of them. We have to depend on all of them to make money. Garifuna people for make them dance and dance spontan, dance jankuno have to wait for them to pay them, to hire them. Why we can't come up with our own? I gotta big up Kenima in Hopkins. I gotta big up Nwani. Is it Nwani? Yeah, in Hopkins, Martinez. What about us? What about us in Dangriga? If tourism they come to Dangriga, what do we have to offer? What do we have to offer? Then people they fool no. Dangriga people most of them ain't ready for serve just yet. Here's a little tip. For those of you who are serving food, I want to tell you this. Get only plastic head wrap or whatever the thing, I don't know what you call it. Put on here in and that. Get some gloves. Sanitize. Even if you don't have to charge 50 cents more per each plate for make you deliver quality service. When you pick up food for serve people, not hold it and talk to people. You say if you do me that and I go buy it on a restaurant or whatever on the sell, I know I will tell you I don't want that, please give me a different one. Or please dish out a different plate for me. Not lift up my plate and start talk to a customer and talk over it. You could spit in that and I don't know. I don't play that. So, what do we have to offer the tourists? That most are we're not ready. We are not ready. Tourism, the come to Dangriga. What do we have to offer? One last thing before I close off this tourism. Why you say I don't in my studio, so I don't got these files easily accessible. But I want to touch for one last thing here. Not that if I pull up this file quick enough. Where is it? Anyway, I'll just share the information. So they just get what $250,000 grant, right? And this grant is open to, this is for the sargassum, to clean up the sargassum from the beach. Look at all the places that are eligible for this grant, that are qualified for this grant. Why I need to show you this. Where is this? I need to show you guys this. Everybody and the ma and the pa, that part of this thing, except Dangriga. It is said, I just learned that a hotel owner told me Dangriga is part of Hopkins. Why? Dangriga is a part of Hopkins. Sargassum, I define this thing right now. They said Dangriga the part of Hopkins, right? So, and I don't mind, right? Hopkins, now please understand me. Uno da me peeps, uno da me family. We not argue, we not fight. I just to try put things into perspective here. They said Dangriga the part of Hopkins, so Dangriga not included. Or Dangriga included, but under the Hopkins umbrella. What kind of ridiculousness that? Now, I know Hopkins is more organized in terms of tourism. I know Hopkins have more to offer in terms of tourism. But I not get it. Why you will bulk Dangriga under Hopkins when there was a call to go and clean up the sargassum? That the locals gone out there, the people at Dangriga gone out there, gonna clean. Now, the only people who have access to this grant, the hotel owners, restaurant owners, people who have money, people who don't got money. that they have access to this grant. But folks, I could go on and on and on. I know some of you comment, some of you sent me messages. I'm not reading them right now. Next week, I will be in my studio setting, so I will have things a lot more organized. I have a guest. A guest that you guys will definitely want to hear from for next show. So stay connected. I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by to hang out with Cyril Uruwei. Those of you who commented, I want to thank you for your comments. Remember, I go live every Wednesday at 8:15, 8:30 p.m. on Obafo TV. We're also live on YouTube. Just search for Dangriga Unmuted and you will find the link. All right? Thank you all. Bandi 𝐷𝐸𝐶𝐚, 𝐷𝐸𝐿, 𝐵𝐷𝐸𝐿. Muchas gracias. I try to say good night, buenas noches in Spanish. My brain fried right now. I've had a long, long day. But listen, I will continue doing this for as long as I live. And nobody knows to stop me. As long as there is a breath of life, I will be doing this for as long as I live. Bandi 𝐸𝐶𝐚, Bandi 𝐸𝐶𝐚. Good night, everyone. 𝐸𝐶𝐚, you never say.